Hey Dad, in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to create validation rules in Salesforce in a different way. So what happens is Salesforce released a few months ago a different way of creating validation rules, and it's using flows, and I'm gonna use a record trigger flow for this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead in our demo environment and see how it works. Okay, we're here in this opportunity called testing 25, and we actually want to prevent users from moving ahead with if they don't have the term in months completed. So how are we gonna do this in flow? Essentially, we're gonna create a new flow, and it's gonna be a record trigger flow. We are designing this for when it's updated, actually created and updated. It's gonna be an opportunity. Let's keep the entry conditions white, okay? Just to make things easier. I'm gonna rename this. So, validation rule test. So first, what you're gonna do is you're gonna decide if you want one validation rule per flow record, or if you want to use one flow that combines all the validation rules. For this case, I'm gonna create a validation rule for this specific scenario, and I'm gonna input the criteria, which is, stage name is changed, and then we have the terms are no, and we also want the stage name to be equal to, let's say, use case defined. So you cannot go into the use case defined stage without term in months. Let me save this. When the conditions are met, what we're gonna do is include an element of this flow called custom error. So what it's gonna do is whenever the flow goes into this element, it's gonna put a custom error message into the user's page. So we need to configure that, and I'm gonna label this custom error message. And then you can decide whether you want the error message to be in a window or as an inline error on a field. Very similar to what we have with validation rules, right? I'm gonna choose in a window and then add a message. Please add term in months to move into the use case defined stage. Once we have completed that, let's activate this and see it in action. So let's go back to home page, go back to that opportunity. Let's try move forward now, and then here it goes. So please add a term in months. Once we have that completed, it should allow me to move forward with this stage. So I see two clear benefits of having validation rules as flows. The first one, which I think is most important, is the validation rules in a flow can be executed first before every other flow. Because what happens today is validation rules, they come last. So you run all your flows, and then when it gets blocked by a validation rule, it throws an error. And many times these error messages are very hard for end users. They don't read it. They think the automation is in some sort of a trouble. It's not doing well. Then they blame the admin. With having the validation rules as, flows, you can order your flow first before it runs all the other flows. So with that, it throws a big red message that can scare a lot of people. But having a validation rule coming first, you see a very nice and neat message telling the user what to do. And then the second benefit is having one flow that can unite all the other, or aggregate all the other validation rules on an object. With that, if you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe for more technical content from Linscale. Thank you.